The mystery of Betelgeuse. One of the most captivating astronomical events that humanity eagerly awaits is the eventual supernova of Betelgeuse. This brilliant red supergiant, glowing like a burning coal on the shoulder of Orion the Hunter, dominates winter skies and commands attention from anyone who looks upward. Betelgeuse is not an ordinary star. It is a cosmic giant nearing the end of its stellar journey, a celestial body preparing for one of the most dramatic finales the universe can display. In late 2019, something truly astonishing happened. Betelgeuse, one of the brightest and most familiar stars in the night sky, began to fade in a way that even casual stargazers could see with the naked eye. This was not a small change, it was a dramatic transformation, unfolding slowly across the heavens. Over the course of several months, its light dimmed so sharply that many observers speculated the star was on the verge of dying. For centuries, astronomers had studied Betelgeuse, but this sudden fading took everyone by surprise. Telescopes from around the world, both ground-based and orbiting in space, were immediately directed toward the crimson giant. Was this mysterious behavior a warning sign? Was Betelgeuse preparing to collapse and explode as a supernova? And if so, could such a monumental cosmic event pose any risk to Earth? Betelgeuse, also known by its scientific designation Alpha Orionis, sits proudly on Orion's upper right shoulder. The constellation Orion has been one of the most recognizable patterns in the sky for thousands of years, associated with gods, hunters, and warriors across many cultures. And within this constellation, Betelgeuse shines like a cosmic jewel, a ruby-red beacon marking the hunter's mighty shoulder. Although technically the second brightest star in Orion, Rigel, a blue-white supergiant, is brighter, Betelgeuse is far more famous. This is because of its fiery glow, its unpredictable behavior, and its sheer size, which dwarfs almost every other star visible to the human eye. Interestingly, stars labeled with the Alpha designation are usually the brightest in their constellation. But in Orion, Betelgeuse is outshone by Rigel, a fact that makes its place in the sky all the more intriguing. Still, few stars in the cosmos have captured as much fascination as Betelgeuse. It ranks among the 10 brightest stars visible from Earth, a ranking that has secured its place in mythology, literature, and scientific study. Its name comes from Arabic, roughly meaning, the giant's armpit, a somewhat humorous but fitting description of its position within Orion's body. Despite its brilliance, Betelgeuse is a dying star. It is shedding its outer layers into space, almost like a candle burning down to its base. Every 10,000 years, Betelgeuse loses about 1 solar mass, releasing this material in all directions. The expelled gas and dust form a massive nebula that extends nearly 30 astronomical units, about 30 times the distance between Earth and the Sun. This immense cloud of material surrounds Betelgeuse, shaping how we see it from Earth and hinting at the violence of its final days. Deep within its core, the real drama is unfolding. Betelgeuse has already consumed its store of hydrogen fuel, the element that powers stars in the stable, middle stage of their lives. Now, it has moved on to fusing helium and heavier elements in a chain reaction. Eventually, this nuclear process will create iron, and at that point, the star will face a problem it cannot solve. Iron does not release energy when it fuses, and so the delicate balance between gravity and radiation pressure will collapse. The star's core will give way, and the entire structure will implode. The inevitable result will be a supernova explosion, one of the most violent and spectacular events in the universe. Throughout history, Betelgeuse has captured human imagination. Ancient Chinese astronomers described it as yellow, which suggests that in earlier times it may have been a yellow supergiant before cooling to its current crimson state. Greek mythology wove Orion into its stories, and Betelgeuse shone as a defining feature of the mighty hunter. Poets and writers have long been drawn to its red glow, often describing it as mysterious, foreboding, or even ominous. Unlike our Sun, which has a comfortable 5 billion years of stable life remaining, Betelgeuse is living on borrowed time. Its lifespan, measured in cosmic terms, is shockingly short, only about 10 million years compared to the Sun's 10 billion. Now, in its final phase, Betelgeuse has only a cosmic heartbeat left. Its end could arrive tomorrow, in 1,000 years, or in 100,000 years. But astronomers agree, its death is certain. And when it happened, the countdown to a supernova, Betelgeuse's strange dimming episodes continue to puzzle and fascinate astronomers. The star regularly brightens and fades in cycles lasting several years, caused by the expansion and contraction of its outer layers. But during 2019-2020, its brightness dropped more dramatically than ever before, sparking headlines worldwide and drawing the attention of millions of skywatchers. Data from the Hubble Space Telescope revealed that Betelgeuse had ejected a colossal portion of its outer surface. That material condensed into a vast dust cloud, temporarily blocking the star's light from reaching Earth. Events like this highlight just how unstable and turbulent the star truly is. Betelgeuse's outer layers pulse, ripple, and occasionally erupt in violent mass ejections thousands of times stronger than any solar flare from our Sun. These titanic outbursts enrich the galaxy with heavy elements, the essential building blocks for new stars, planets, and even life itself. When Betelgeuse finally detonates, the spectacle will be unforgettable. Although it is about 640 light-years away, far enough to keep Earth completely safe, the blast will shine brighter than a full moon. For weeks or even months, it may be visible in broad daylight, blazing like a second sun in the sky. At night, it will dominate the heavens, outshining every other star and even rivaling the brilliance of Venus. In mere seconds, the explosion will release more energy than our Sun will generate across its entire 10 billion-year lifetime. For scientists, such an event would be a once-in-history opportunity. The supernova will emit not only dazzling visible light but also enormous streams of neutrinos and ripples in spacetime known as gravitational waves. Detectors such as LIGO, Virgo, and IceCube are ready to capture these invisible signals, providing clues to the deepest mysteries of physics. Such data could reveal how supernovae actually trigger, how cores collapse, and how the universe recycles matter into the next generation of stars. Until that day arrives, Betelgeuse remains one of the most closely monitored stars in the sky. The James Webb Space Telescope, Hubble, and powerful ground-based observatories like ALMA continue to track its brightness, surface activity, and massive eruptions. Some scientists even run computer models, simulating thousands of scenarios to predict exactly when and how the supernova might occur. Each new observation brings astronomers closer to unlocking the secrets of red supergiants. These stars are enormous, unstable, and notoriously difficult to model with precision. Betelgeuse is more than just a star. It is a cosmic timepiece, ticking down toward its brilliant finale. Whether its explosion comes tomorrow, centuries from now, or far later, one thing is certain. When it finally happens, it will reshape humanity's understanding of stellar life and death. And it will provide us with one of the most breathtaking spectacles the